What up, folks? We live. It's your boy 86Boxing up in here. We got my man Papi Choon Yayo. What's good with you?
Y'all know what it is. Heavy on the poppy, light on the yayo. What's cracking?
Of course, we got Clubber D holding it down for Ball and Buds. What's good with your Clubber D?
Hey, chilling. We on a Sunday night. We still up. We having fun. How y'all doing?
Let's get it. Let's get it. And of course, none other than Skywalker Boxing Media himself. How's it going, bro?
Oh man, lovely man. Let's talk this boxing, man. It was a great weekend.
Yes, great weekend indeed. So we appreciate everyone who's going to be dropping by, listening to the replay, all that stuff. You know the deal. Be sure to like everyone on here. Be sure to check out at Papi Choon Yayo, Clubber D, Skywalker Boxing Media. You can drop them in the chats and all that stuff. So much love to everyone. We're going to start with Usyk versus Dubois because this was a undisputed world heavyweight title matchup and rematch, especially in light of everyone having opinions on how that first fight went with Usyk being dropped to the body or the belt line or the whatever you want to say. It all depended on how you viewed it. But that being said, I mean, he left no stone unturned realistically in this matchup because the verdict in itself ended up being the same. Just he did a quicker job this time around. I want to get everyone's thoughts on Usyk Dubois. Poppy, what were you thinking there? You're seeing Dubois, he has this. I mean, he has the look, but I had mentioned to some others that man, it just seemed like by the time like the fourth, fifth round hit, he already looked gashed to me. To be honest with you,
A small head, big body built boy. You feel me? Nah, man. Listen, shout out to Daniel Dubois, man. I know a lot of people basically was like, oh, Dubois is gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go to the body on him early. He gonna press him. That's what the talking points was. You know what that was? That was a distraction. So to be honest, what people forgot to mention is we talking about Usyk, bro. He's like one of the best to ever do it, and he has great feet, and he moved up from a weight class from below, so he has more stamina. He's a master boxer, so obviously you're giving him a second chance at fixing the things that he did incorrectly the first time. So honestly, I was proud of Daniel for going in there. He seemed a little bit antsy to me. I felt like he should have calmed down and just kept his feet, because he went over his lead leg a lot. You can't do that with a master boxer. You can't make that mistake, and you can't continually make that mistake, or you walk into something. And he walked into a whole lot, got a whole mouthful of it. You feel me? But yeah, that's I picked KO9 for. I said, I figured it would have happened a little later. I figured he would have broke him down, but I guess, he said he ain't there for a long time. He there for a good time.
Just good time. That's it. I was one of those people that had the Kool-Aid because I literally thought this was the rise of Dubois. I thought this was going to be his reign of terror on the heavyweight division. I thought he had the confidence. He was cracking the terrible jokes after the Big Baby press conference. I thought the man was like, you know what? I'm socially awkward. I'm coming out of my skin. I'm knocking motherfuckers out. This is what I'm going to do. But he got too happy, kind of like what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like he was was a gas on the fourth or fifth round. He wasn't looking right. He wasn't getting off center line. I saw that left that Usyk was giving him, and then that hook. I was like, yeah, it's a sayonara. It was a sayonara for him. I feel bad for him.
Man, you're gonna talk about probably the best heavyweight we'll see in our generation. I gotta give him his respect. Pound for pound, number one for me, Alexander Usyk. He's done beat all the great heavyweights twice over. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, now Daniel Dubois. No, this fight he actually improved. He had a different game plan than the first fight. Dubois unfortunately didn't get that low blow call. It was actually a body shot when you looked at the replay. And that would have been Usyk's first one right there, man, first loss. So, man, but just credit to him, man, for just putting on a masterclass, man. And this is what three times undisputed technically. Okay, so pound for because
before.
No, it would be
cruiserweight.
Man.
Well,
I'm still saying
one at cruiser, one with
Yeah,
the
you're
Fury.
right. Yeah.
Then they took the
You're
belt, and then now this was again undisputed.
No,
Three times undisputed.
we can't do that, man. We just can't. We can't do that. Listen, I want y'all. I'm making this argument. I've been making this argument. I want to continue to make this argument. Usyk became undisputed champion when he got that belt from Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Fury.
I mean,
No, Fury.
Fury was the last belt, final belt.
The last one.
So was Alexander Usyk injured? Was he injured at that fight? Okay, so he wasn't.
No, they stripped him of the belt because
they stripped him.
I'm getting there.
He didn't fight the mandatory, and he took.
I'm getting there. Let me get there. I'm getting there. So he wasn't injured, and some organization so you're undisputed. Now you got accolade. So some organization takes a piece of the accolade away, which makes it no longer an accolade, and then they let somebody else fight for it. And then the guy's very next fight, he's fighting the guy that won that belt, and you're saying he's a two-time undisputed champion. It takes away from saying a person is two-time undisputed because it has no meaning. There's no meat in the potatoes there. You feel me? Like it's a bogus accolade. It's bogus.
It's a technicality because technically they took the hardware away. They took the hardware away. They gave it to Dubois, so like this fight right here was like it was like him becoming undisputed again. I mean, technically, it is his third time. I understand what you mean. 2 times, like when he first took out Fury, that was the second time. He had took out the cruiserweight division, moved up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're up 30 points, and you 50 years old, and the coach checks you into the game. And they let you get a rebound so you can get a triple-double and break the history books for something of all times. Is there an asterisk next to that record?
I mean, they call people out for doing that in the pros, but you got to look at it. It was kind of corruption because the IBF, Eddie Hearn wanted Philip, whatever his name is, they wanted him to be the champion. And then he fought Dubois, and Dubois put belt to ass, and he got the belt that way. It's not as like he got internet champion like Boots was, or Devin Haney when Lomachenko didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So at least he won.
We need to start putting asterisks by everything that deserves
the belts.
They were upset when they took that.
Not a Hall of Famer if you got doping, you got caught shooting up, you're not asterisks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them going that route there for sure. So I definitely get where you're coming from. Part of the problem is the sanctioning bodies because they'll do this craziness, and it seems like they'll pick and choose when they want to strip someone of the title. IBF does it often, but some of these other ones it's like crazy. And then some people, they can have it for a longer period and they don't strip them of the title.
Like
so right. He had it for like 2 years and hadn't fought 2 plus damn near 2 years or something like that. You're right.
WBC.
They didn't strip him.
WBC does that a lot.
Yeah. So if you got 2 people fighting. You got 2 people fighting at 142 pounds and the belt's at 140. Technically, you didn't fight at 140 pounds for the belt, but there's been cases where people have been allowed to take a strap back.
Pacquiao struck Cotto at 144?
Asterisks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canelo Mayweather, that was at 152. So.
Yeah.
They did the same. So this brings me back to this whole Manny Pacquiao thing. Like, this is 16th fight.
Oh, he got a lot of asterisks.
This is 16th fight in the arena, and the way they listed his accolades off made it sound like he was the greatest thing since like bread. Yes, he was for the Philippines. We give credit where credit is due, but come on, fam. Well, how about what's a better record? Would you rather be 10-0 in the MGM, or would you rather be 16-4 and been face down and ass up?
Depends on who you fought. That's what it comes down to. Who were those 16-4 against, and who were those 10-0 against? I think that matters.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just saying. I want the record to reflect while we're here in this period, while it is happening, that these records that appear to be like somebody was a god or something ain't really reflecting the record, because there's people out here that put work on them in this period. And there's people who held back from putting work on them in this period that could have. You're going to come back after fighting for 4 years and then make it seem like you was a legit contender for 147 pounds for a belt when you got real people like Brian Norman out here trying to claw his way up, and you're just allowing people to interrupt the progress of him and people like Boots. You can't just do that and we not let the record reflect that there was a fighter who should have done that and was forced to move up to 154 to put him at a disadvantage.
Well, it's one of those things where when your fame and what you've done for the sport let you skip the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Paul. It's just one of those. It's unfortunate. That's how it is. It's when Magic Johnson had AIDS and came back. Should he have been used those 80s moves in the 90s playing basketball? You know what I'm saying? He didn't go no G League or nothing like that. I don't know if it existed, but it's Magic. So you want to go see him. So it's Pacquiao. PBC is desperate.
Now,
okay?
listen.
They might get Jim Johnson from
hold up a second. You don't act like it was some players that was hooping in the NBA was like, man, he better not. If his sweat get on me, I swear to God, I'm walking.
Big time. Carl Malone was like,
Jordan played baseball. He was big. They had the spotlight on Jordan. Remember he played baseball? He wasn't the greatest baseball player either, but we
literally saw LeBron's son get drafted last year. We know damn well he should not have got drafted. You know what I'm saying? So
another good example.
It's money,
but
right here.
But Jordan, he did go to like AAA, AA, or something like that. AAA.
He
so
was
he
Alabama
started from the bottom, though. He was starting from the bottom in that sense.
Hey, them pitchers hit him with that change up. That motherfucker, he almost lost both his knees when the change up came in.
It's good for sports, though. It's good for viewership. Even like the Julio Cesar Chavez, like we know, like the Daniel Jacobs fight was like, and then we seen his last fight. Like we knew that the fight wasn't going to be good, but the lead up and the hype, man, was there. So.
But look, man, see that I feel like that puts a stain on the sport because you're not classifying the fight in the lane it should be. It should be called an exhibition, right? You're passing it off. You're passing it off as a real competitive. Real sport. It's not real. It's an exhibition.
Money's changed everything.
And people are gambling on exhibitions, thinking that they're real fights.
Yeah,
that's an unfair advantage if you ask me.
No, I'm with you in that sense. Hey, real quick, I want to say shout out to those that are dropped in. Miter Span, Angel Diaz in the mix as well. Salute to y'all. Hip hop history today. Salute to you dropping in here for the first time, at least for me, first time I'm seeing you. But Rodolfo Rivera Jr. in the mix there. But no, those are good points that are being brought up in that regard. Now, I feel you on people skipping the line, but I guess it's that business side, But Manny Pacquiao having not fought in a legitimate fight in that low, and then come in straight to a title shot. It's solely got to be because of the business for the same reason that apparently there was a face-off between Jake Paul and Usyk at the end of that contest. And I saw a tweet where they're talking about Jake Paul saying he wants to fight Usyk in an MMA matchup, which is crazy. But it just shows you, like, Jake Paul's in the ring after that with the legitimate world heavyweight champion, undisputed world heavyweight champion there. And then you got Jake Paul, who hasn't fought a legitimate boxer, but his name is not only thrown around with Usyk, but he's been thrown around for a title shot at cruiserweight, where he's fought generally around cruiserweight the entire time that he's fought as a professional boxer, which is pretty darn interesting.
Well, he said earlier before the fight, he said that him versus Joshua in Wembley is going to happen. He said that in an interview right before the fight. So that's another. He said on I think it was a Jackson podcast. He was like, if I do fight a real boxer, I get knocked out, it'll be okay because I've already made my legacy or whatever it is, and people want to see me get knocked out. So if I do get knocked out, it'd be a big spectacle. And I think that Joshua fight might happen.
Knocked out against Joshua.
Man,
he knocked the mayonnaise right out of him.
I'm about to take it to church on him. You feel me? This is the work of the devil. If you open your Bibles to the book of Deuteronomy, read. All right. Let me open my book to the book of Deuteronomy. Listen, Kirk Franklin was successful at blending hip hop and gospel music.
Talk to him.
Everybody go to church know that they ain't supposed to be going together. Secular music is supposed to be separate. You feel me? All right. So, you keep the hip hop here and you keep the worship music here, and they just stay separate. You get me? They don't, it's oil and water. So if you're allowing somebody like Jake Paul to get in the ring with a legitimate fighter without him going and working his way through the real way, you mix in oil and water. You got to keep the entertainment stuff and you got to keep that separate from the real athletic. And you can't do that. You can't do it. Y'all need to reject this notion. You know what I'm saying? These people are getting paid. They're making millions and millions of dollars. And they're skipping the line. There's people out here that's putting real, like the young man we interviewed a little while ago. He's been ready to fight his whole life. He believes in the sport. Let the sport exist and let the entertainment stuff. It can exist too, but it needs to be in another lane. It don't need to merge.
Yeah, I mean, they have that little on the zone. There is that Misfits Boxing, and apparently. They've done a number of shows and they do pay-per-view. So people, I guess, are purchasing these pay-per-views knowing that it's like YouTube or other like social media style personalities boxing. So there is a market for that.
Do it.
Apparently, So I feel
they mixed a little bit of real boxing in that too, I believe. And they had that, was it OTX or OT something on the zone too, where I think Scooby's one of the boxers. They got a couple of female boxers coming out of there too. So it's a weird way they're trying to show.
No, they do it for real.
Those are for real, but they'll kind of not cross promote, kind of promote each other on each other's stuff to kind of get those.
They'll do that. They do that.
So
they leeching, bro.
They're leeches. They got out damn near everybody now. The zone, if they get top ranked.
We don't have Tuesday night fights no more. We don't have Friday night fights no more. We don't have no fights.
You know what parasites do, bro? Parasites get a hold of the host and have the host thinking it's okay for them to be there, but they're just taking all the nutrition out of it. That's why this shit's starting to look corny, man. Like when I seen Pacquiao with no mustache on, I knew it was gonna be some funny business.
I said that.
I gotta keep saying, hey, Pac-Man, don't come back in the ring with no mustache no more, fam.
Yeah,
right.
We don't trust people without mustaches.
I don't trust it. Not at all.
You guys seen Sasquatch, right?
Yeah. Yeti baby. I called him a Yeti baby.
Yeah,
why? You didn't see that thing that was in the ring with
I saw it. I saw it.
That who was at the Caucasus Mountain Yeti baby. You know what I'm saying?
Ever since I started dying.
Hey, it's crazy, man.
Swamp ape. What other names they got for them? If you see something and they got a small upper lip, that's the type of shit that they said we was in the lineage of. They got that all wrong. Big lip did not come from no monkeys. Monkeys have thin upper lips, and we know who got thin upper lips.
They call it wood boogers or something like that. Swamp wolves and shit.
No, I'm 100%. But hey, that's where we're at this stage. You know what I'm saying? We're there. So we get a draw out of Pacquiao and Barrios. And Barrios, of course, he keeps the title, but doesn't make it any more confident that depending on who he goes up against, that he'll hold on to it for a very long time. So it's going to be interesting what's next. And we're going to get Haney Norman. That should clear some air. And it looks like Boots is going to be headed out of there. So 147, outside of whoever comes out on top for Haney Norman seems to be pretty wide open.
Yeah, it's I'm wondering who is Rolly going to fight next, because I thought Dubois was going to set up that fight. That's what I thought.
I guess it could technically. Like, do we really want to see Pacquiao and Barrios run it back? I don't think it was a good enough fight that you want to see him run it back. But
both of them are pawns. All of those three names we just mentioned are pawns. Somebody just slide them up just to get in the way, and then slide another one up and make us think that Jermell Charlo and Keith Thurman, what I'm saying, like bro, you was the undisputed champion at 154, bro. Like, how are we over here speculating if you're getting ready to fight Keith Thurman?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I just don't understand this, man. This stuff is making me think another way about boxing, and I don't want to have to go there in my mind. But it's starting to look funny.
Who's got the IBF for 147? Is that still vacant?
147. That might be vacant.
Because that was one Boots. He gave up that in WBA.
That might be.
You got Brian Norman Jr., and then you got Boots, and then you have Barrios. That's it. Right?
Boots is up. Boots is at 154 now. He vacated IBF and WBA.
Oh, he vacated. Now he's gone.
Elevated.
This is Brian Norman and Mario Barrios.
Let me see. IBF at 147. Vacant.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Vacant right now.
Vacated, yeah.
Yep.
Rolly got the one WBA, I believe.
Got that 10-pound weight clause on it. That bug could just sit there. If some of those guys like, hey, you could just keep that.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah.
That rehydration clause. Now
there are some good names at welterweight who could be in the mix, right up there in the mix. You still got Montes Stanionis, Giovanni Santillon, Shakram Giasov. He's undefeated. He looks pretty good. Rohan Polanco, he's been making waves. He's got a fight coming up this next week. Then Alex Rocha, Raul Curiel, or what's his name? Brian Curiel, they call him that too. He fought here recently. Then Essuman, who beat Josh Taylor. Yeah. Then that dude Karen, who gave Boots some problems, but ultimately was able to get over him.
He gonna give some more people some problems too.
Awkward. He's an awkward.
He gonna give a whole lot of people some problems.
Reminds me of Borchak.
Yeah, you try to figure out that rhythm.
Hey, look to Pammy Grammy fan 123, which is a troll. Usyk is the greatest of all time. Why y'all blacks don't want to admit it? No, I think you're being a prisoner of the moment.
Where's
you have to understand boxing history there, sir. You have to understand boxing history before you say something of that nature. And it's very troll-like there of you. What if I told you someone like Bob Fitzsimmons was the greatest of all time? What would be your pushback to that? If you look at his resume compared to Usyk's, even though it's going way back, then there's really no comparison right there. So I think you're just trolling Pammy Grammy. But if you're not, then put your name on it. Be real. Put your name on it. Pammy Grammy. Harry Grant, he's a white fighter. He could be considered the greatest of all time. He's better than
Grammy fan.
So you're trolling.
Hey,
so don't come with that. Harry Grant has the greatest resume in boxing history, and he's a white fighter. So I don't want to hear that BS about y'all blacks. Don't want to admit it. So no, Usyk is not the greatest of all time. And if you want to have this discussion, you can come on here, put your name on it, and we can have that discussion.
I don't even know.
You're on the wrong channel with that BS.
Yeah. Get off your knees first and dial in. Come on.
Right, come
on. Oh, hell no.
You can say that on, you could probably go on some other channels and say that, but you can't say that here on this particular live.
You'll get slaughtered.
Come on, man.
We give Usyk, we open up the show about Usyk and giving him his credit, you know.
Yeah.
I think we're all on board as as far as we all enjoy Usyk. So I don't know.
Generational talent. Just calm down.
Right.
Close your mouth.
Right. Come on. And no shade to Usyk. Usyk is one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah. Man, Pammy Grammy, your throat hurt? Did your throat hurt? I know your knees hurt. Get up, stand up. Come on.
Right. Come on now.
Stop gargling.
We're gonna remember that. Pammy Grammy, I wish I knew who you really were.
She's a throat goat. A throat goat.
Come on now, man.
She got dents. Somebody said she got dents on her tonsils.
But hey, in that regard, like I said, I think Usyk, greatest heavyweight of this generation, one of the greatest fighters of this generation, just in general. Sure. undisputed cruiserweight champion, undisputed heavyweight champion. I mean, you can't take that away. He moved up and he took out pretty much the top guys who were representing there at heavyweight. He beat all of the best cruiserweights in the world. So a fight that I would like to see that probably it may not happen because of timing is if Jay Opataya ultimately unifies or becomes undisputed at cruiserweight and he moves up to heavyweight. That would be a very interesting one because they both took a similar path right there, being the top dog at cruiserweight, beating all the best cruiserweights, and then moving up to heavyweight. But I think the timing probably won't work out for it though. But there have been so many great heavyweights in history. It's just hard to just say just because Usyk, we're here in this moment that Usyk is the greatest heavyweight of all time, let alone the greatest fighter of all time. But he's going to rank up there as one of the top. Definitely his name is going to be mentioned amongst the greatest that the sport has seen, you know. But there have been too many great fighters that have come through the ranks of heavyweight to just solely do it based on this collection of belts in the 4-belt era, you know, from my perspective.
Pammy Grammy, Coochie ain't Vajankos. They said her nickname was Vajankos.
How do you glaze after we praise? It don't make no sense. We're praising the guy. You're glazing. Calm down.
Vajankos.
We're giving the man his props, and you just come out of left field with that nonsense.
I feel you there, Angel. But no, I think Usyk matches up well. I feel like stylistically, you can throw him in any era and he would have success because he's just got that type of skill set to him. But it's just, the sport way back in the day was very much different than now. So the comparisons sometimes are just hard to even go by just because there's so many differences.
Is Opataya going to fight Gilberto? Are they going to fight?
Yeah,
we're waiting on it. Hey, it should happen here. They both just recently fought, and that seems to be the next thing in line for them. I know Opataya wanted this last time around. I'm not gonna say that Gilberto Zurdo is ducking, but it should happen after this one. If it doesn't happen after this one, then it's like, okay, what's left there? But I think Zurdo will fight him ultimately. I like Zurdo. I've seen him live before. He's the real deal, and it is crazy that he was making 168 pounds when you see his size and all that stuff. It's crazy thinking about it. But I want to see it. And I think that's the two best cruiserweights that are out there right now. And Dorticos, I don't know if we had talked about it when Zurdo and Dorticos fought. Hey, Dorticos surprised me. I thought that he would be a little bit slower and wouldn't have as much output, but he really gave it a run there against Zurdo. I did think Zurdo won, but it was a good matchup overall.
If you were to go back and watch some of our live streams and you were to hear what that Papi Choon Yayo dude was talking about, seemed like he was real close to being exactly right on the majority of these things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm talking to all y'all in the fantasy boxing league. Yeah, hey, shout out to Champ Ross because I'm on y'all head. You see what's going on, don't you? I'm on the way.
I see you up there. I see you up there for sure.
On the way. I'm trying to take the prize home. You feel me?
Oh no. Hey,
I'm trying to take the prize home. I know we interview people, but listen, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win. Nobody take it personally. I'm trying to win. I give credit where credit is due, though. I promise you that. Listen, man, and just to make sure everybody know where my perspective is on Usyk. I honestly don't believe any heavyweights. I'm gonna keep saying that. I still believe heavyweights shouldn't be in the pound for pound because they were always excluded. They've been excluded for so long, and then until Usyk and Tyson Fury came along. Now they want to add in an undisputed and say heavyweight is the best. We know who the baddest man on the planet is. It's supposed to be a heavyweight. We know that, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I think that Usyk is probably the only heavyweight. Where Usyk and Holyfield would be the type of heavyweights I feel that should qualify for being pound for pound because they did it at another weight class. at least. You know,
It'll be a hell of a matchup right there for sure.
Yeah, look, man. So Usyk he's getting real close to being top 10 of all time. I mean, we might actually have to say that, but we can't call him the GOAT. We can't do that. There's fighters that had 134 fights and didn't lose a fight until their 75th fight, and they had like 67 knockouts at that point. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take things and put them in the context that they belong in. So we can't just go and say people don't even know the names of those people. You know what I'm saying? And so we can't say greatest of all time without actually putting something on it.
Yeah, hey, that's why. Yeah, when someone comes in and makes a claim like old dude did, then I'm like, hold up, now, do you actually know the history of the sport? Who's been involved with it throughout the ranks? It's too deep. It's too deep for one person, one singular person. It's too deep just in general to make such a bold claim. There, it's just too deep. And hey, but everyone has their own opinion. You know, it's all gonna come down to.
Yeah, man. You know how them people that live in the frozen tundra get, man. You know that breast milk couldn't get warm enough to come out, so my man lost the connection with his mama, and because it couldn't thaw that motherfucker out. It couldn't get thawed out. You know what I'm saying? There was a blockage in the passageway from the warm Similac baby milk. And
no doubt,
never got in there.
Trey Titan.
Shout out to Kevin Smoot Jr. Been that thing.
And you know what makes it worse? Those type of people never have like they don't have an image of themselves on their profiles. Probably
no, they won't.
They probably look like milk-filled platypuses with meth mouth.
A lot of them are kids, bro.
It's a black line. You can see black lines lining around their teeth when they get to talking, and just shit be missing and crooked. And you know what I'm talking about?
They look like they hang out in Philly.
Most of them are 16 or 17.
Chewing on rocks.
16 or 17 is that age where they just want to be trolls, bro.
Yep. Talk shit.
If they was to make a puppet about how you look, it'd probably look like a Fraggle Rock.
16-year-old doing it to you.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, they Fraggle Rock said they smoking them rocks too.
Hey, crazy. Hey, another one I want to ask y'all about. Fundora Tim Tszyu. Did you ever thought that Tim Tszyu would retire on his stool? That's what it seemed like happened, right? What? He retired on his stool, right?
His dad did against Hatton in 05. His dad did against Hatton in 05. He's doing it in 2025. Go figure.
And that ended up being that corner. He was knocked the fuck out. He was walking out, knocked out.
His best round too.
And yeah. Hey, you know, I figured that I had always sided with Fundora winning the contest. Even the first one, I had picked Fundora. I like Fundora, the stylistic. He's almost like a unicorn in terms of how he would fight in some sense. But Tim Tszyu, he did have some success there, but his face was getting. You could tell he was getting beat up, and then he started to rough up Fundora a little bit. He had his nose busted and things of that nature. I was like, okay, he's not going out without a fight for sure. But I did not expect him to retire on his stool after that particular round there. But stuff happens though. Stuff happens.
Speaking of unicorns, somebody named Papi Choon Yayo picked KO7 for Fundora. Somehow he picked the exact round and everything.
Let me see which round I picked.
When Tim Tszyu went back to his corner, the corner was talking to him. He had no clue where the fuck he was at.
That's because he got hit with a doom. He was getting beat on, bro.
He got hit with the Fundora,
he had a strong comeback, and then Fundora hit him with like a 6-piece. He gave him a couple of extra free pieces of chicken to take with him, and if dude's head, he didn't know what was going on with his head. He leaning over the ropes like, damn, what just happened? And I was like, throw the towel in. Somebody save him. Punch man.
Before the round.
So good stoppage then, I guess.
He can't take the shots no more. He can't take them shots no more.
No, he's done.
Yeah, I had split decision for Fundora. But, man, hey, Tszyu, man, that's tough right there because he had that fight his last time out with this young guy who he had more experience. It was figured he was going to beat him. It was a good fight, but we hadn't seen his chin tested since that fight against the other guy who actually stopped him. And man, this is like a critical thing right here. given where he's at in his career. So you wonder like where he goes from here.
Man, y'all criticized me before, but saying it, I was like, dang, man, Australia, I know y'all got some more up and coming young fighters that's hungry right now. Y'all got to do it. We got to do a better job of promoting these young guys before they hit their prime, so that the world can be educated about them, so that the older guys can go and, go run off into the sunset. Thank y'all for what y'all did. You sacrificed your head and your speech for us. And let them ride out, man. You can't just keep letting these dudes get damaged like that, into their late 30s. Like they've been at this point, you talking over 20 years of taking punches to the head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
I was going to tell you that training camp, they did like a behind the scenes, you know how they go inside the training camp with Fundora?
Mm-hmm.
And he was putting in a hardcore fucking training camp, bro, dragging fucking metal fucking rakes through the yard. Like, I don't know if you guys see. But man, he went extra hard for this camp, and then he had a different game plan than the first fight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
they taught him how to do everything but move his head. Apparently,
he was a little aggressive in the second.
The mouth was
He said something different. He said something different at the end of the fight when he's like, "Yeah, I'm going." I know he goes to Harvard for school, but he was like, "I'm going to use my height and length and to my ability," and it's like. Damn, you just not figuring that out? Yeah, Pandora's like he's just now figuring that out. Like, bro, like you do that the whole time. But with him, this killer mindset, he's gonna be a problem, man.
It's gonna be a problem. Somebody else gonna fold him up like a lawn chair because he don't move that head.
Oh, he don't.
Somebody
he dares you to come in.
He had more muscle this fight.
Yeah,
he's being a killer.
He looked like a twig a little bit. His arms actually had a little more meat on him, bro.
He went for it a bit more because after he got knocked out by Mendoza, I feel like they did slow him down and have him fight a different style of fight than what he previously did. What got him there because. What got him there, of course, he never used his size in terms of that length in that way. He was in there in the pocket just banging out with that,
Yeah,
and he did some of that in this contest too. He got hit and hurt because of it, but he still got the job done.
He looked like a 1920s stick figure out there. You feel me? Like he looked like the first animation that was on paper.
I actually think he looked the best this fight. Like I think his other fights, he didn't have as much muscle. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Oh yeah, I think he's going about it the right way. I've always enjoyed watching him fight, and I felt that he's had a style that was he was gonna take it and run with it for as long as he could, and you're just gonna have to be someone that can come in there and beat him. And Mendoza was able to figure it out, but a lot of cats haven't been able to figure out just dealing with that pressure, him coming forward. And you see his sister, similar type of thing. It's crazy. They fight similar, and they overwhelm you, and you just got to be ready for that type of pressure, And Tim Tszyu. In that first fight, a lot of people made a big deal about the cut aspect, which I'm sure factored in, and he had blood on him and all that stuff. But still, it went the distance, and I felt that, Fundora got the nod, and I felt that would be the case in this one as well. Cut aside, I just felt like that's a style that you just got to work in a different type of way. And I guess I'm with Rodolfo, who says Tim Tszyu's run in the elite level is over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Fundora, the way he fought like a Bony Benavidez, because he's that height, he's that tall, he's coming right at you. You got to crack him to get him up off you. You know what I'm saying? But he's just a Bony Benavidez. Now he's coming straight forward. And, what are you going to do to stop him? Lubin tried to, but
man, Lubin took, bro.
But he never took that glove off. He took one glove off, didn't take the other glove off. So Lubin thought it was a little suspect.
Listen, man, when you got a dude that got a paperclip build. And he be touching people, man, and it's a lot of punches, fam. Like he throws a lot of punches, and I've seen a couple of times where he might actually put a little weight into one of his hooks. He's not rotating his hips enough yet. He's not putting the full weight on it yet, but it's not fair.
Like a bonier Paul Williams, Williams.
Yeah. Hey, I hear what Lubin is saying, but it's one thing if that was just a one-time occasion, but he's fought this entire way his entire career. He's fought this way his entire career, and Lubin wasn't the first person he put hands on, had him beat up, and they thought they probably had him. You know what I'm saying?
I think
he had a. Real quick. I was just gonna say he had a draw with Jamonte Clark earlier in his career, and Jamonte Clark. He would stand there and bang with him. He figured out a way to box and then bang with him at times. And that's one where you could say that Fundora could have potentially lost the fight against Jamonte Clark. I did a video on Fundora a number of years back. I mentioned that. But outside of that, a lot of the other guys, I was breaking down in the video, he was out throwing them and outlanding them. And that's the way he's done since he made it to this main stage. So it hasn't ever been like one punch that did it. There's been an accumulation of just.
Oh, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think
you ever seen a toddler?
He just kept his gloves on until the press conference after. He never took his gloves off. That's what Lubin was kind of saying was fishy. But I don't know. I think it was just onslaught of punches. Like
you ever seen a toddler slap a giraffe?
What?
I'll get you, fam.
That Earl Spence.
And my wife has seen the Yeti. Crazy. My wife's seen the Yeti for the first time.
The Yeti, baby. You see that Yeti? The Yeti, baby.
That's real.
For real?
It's Squatch. It's Squatch. Hey man, listen. I know I was watching one of them channels, the Hunt for Bigfoot, and they had this dude who was out in the woods. He was doing Bigfoot hollers, and they supposedly recorded. Somebody said they sound like somebody said they sound like angry Japanese dudes, the Bigfoots. I'm telling you, bro. Like they played the recording, I was like, damn, motherfucker, bad as hell. he argued with a sassy woman squash. She talking back or something. She talking back. Quit beating the kids. Bro, no, in all seriousness though, like who is that dude? Like I seen him in the ring before. Like
I seen him before, but I didn't know he was.
I seen a picture of him, bro. I have a video that I remixed on Instagram. Let me show you what he looks like without a mask, bro. Watch.
That motherfucker got a condition.
No, but he does look like I don't know why he wears that mask, but watch.
Yeah. No, bro, I think that's really him, bro. He's
watch.
like
I'm gonna pause it though where I get
says he's from Mexico.
Damn, that mother he's a Mexican wolf man. He was the original.
He's got a red tie on. Watch.
He wore that shit on purpose because to get people like us talk about him. That's what it is.
Team.
Let me see if I get a video of.
I watched too much Michael J. Fox growing up.
A Teen Wolf. He's stupid.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if I was like in someone's entourage, and I want to be famous, have people talk about me. If I could do it, I just grow a Jerry curl.
Oh,
and wear a pink suit. I'd be like Pinky.
Rick James.
Yeah.
Rick James.
It might be a real Sasquatch, bro.
No, I'm telling you, like he is. No, that's not. I think it's legit. I told you he got a condition, fam. I know it sounds funny,
like an albino with hair.
No, you didn't see him.
Well, I saw him.
I need to see this dude. I didn't catch him. I didn't catch me.
Well, they got a commercial. They got some twins that look like that too. There's some twins that look like that too. I think they might be real too. Hey, them the type of people like they got this sneezing disease that comes from Europe, right? When somebody comes these people come out of a dark tunnel, they start having a sneezing fit, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, I could talk that science to you, and I think he might be one of them type of people that start sneezing to death. You know what I'm saying? Because when you inside of a mountain, you get a bunch of mold and stuff in your nose. Yeah. So you want to clear that stuff so you can breathe in the fresh air. So you start sneezing. I broke it down in a funny way, but I gave y'all a game.
Hey,
I wonder
that's
there's
next.
women with that disease also.
Yeah, so bro, listen. There was this thing called the World Fair. They used to have it in the early 18th or late 18th and 19th century, right?
Mhm.
And the World Fair would have people like that, the hairy woman and
Yeah.
people that can like hang up upside down with their teeth and shit like that. And fuck it, I don't know. They used to do a lot of weird shit, and like people who had disabilities, and they would actually they would bring them and have them do whatever it is. Like the world's strongest woman, she picks up a car and tosses it on a midget who can, I don't know, who can do the splits and contort himself or some dumb shit like that. But they do stuff like that.
That freak show type stuff.
Yeah, that's what they call it was. And that's what the circus was really about.
Yeah.
They would do, you know what I'm saying? And so these people traveled and they robbed your ass when you was there, and people came up missing at these events, and a lot of weird stuff was happening there too. So, but these type of people exist for real. And as you know, there's always somebody trying to splice somebody's genetics and see if they. What do you think a duck-billed platypus came from? That's what Sammy Pammy probably looked like. But where do you think one of them came from?
Try to do some Jurassic Park
A beaver, a duck, and a otter. Let's put that shit together and see what it is.
Just call them scraps.
Yeah. So.
Some people should have been left to stay on clothes.
Get into the weird science.
Angel said, look at the video on Chupacabra. They killed a whole bunch of animals, but nobody has got a picture.
Yeah, Chupacabras. Yeah, that's the
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra, like a rougarou, like you mentioned the other day.
No. Chupacabras and rougarous are completely two different species, my man.
No, I'm saying they're the same type of myth type thing. They're not the same. They're not the same.
A rougarou is a werewolf.
Yeah, I'm saying they're the same thing where someone says, "Oh, there's a chupacabra," but they never seen it. A rougarou, you ain't seen that either.
No, I've seen a chupacabra before, bro. They have them out here.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to wear the t-shirts when I was a kid, bro. Yeah, but I'm just joking. Actually, a chupacabra is from Puerto Rico, bro.
It's like a Bengal. It's like a Bengal tiger.
That's it's like a little ass,
like a little tiny,
long snout.
No, like a little wolf,
like y'all got
little wolf and
dog type thing, like a mangy looking dog.
It's a little bit
coyote. What I had said.
But you know what a skinwalker is? That's the Navajo. Yeah. That's the boogeyman for the Navajos. A skinwalker.
Look, let me tell y'all people something. I want to the people that's on the other end that's sitting in the back of the room. Let me tell y'all something. So when y'all decide to make the people who was living over there pack it up and go, do you think I would be willing to tell you that it's a creature up there that said if you come up here, we eating everything you got with you to include you? Like maybe if y'all was nice to the people, maybe y'all would know not to go over into that territory. There's creatures out there. We don't know every creature that exists on this planet, bro. There's some shit out there that can make itself not be able to be seen. We see octopus do it. So it's probably some land creatures that can do it too. And they're gonna be on your ass when you go in their territory.
Heard about them reptilians, right?
Yeah. They're gonna be on your ass when you get their territory. So
the reptilians are out there somewhere walking around amongst us, right?
We got La Llorona, bro. It's just a lady that lost her kid. She's crying for her kid.
Yellowstone National Park, 129 visitors disappeared mysteriously. No, they did. They went into the wrong hood and got chewed up. They got chewed up. They say every time they find them, they be naked because they be disoriented. Yeah, they be disoriented eating the mushrooms and going to the wrong person's trips. You said tripping, cuz.
Hey, it's like that.
Said tripping on Bigfoot, cuz.
It's like that, some craziness. But man, hey, but yeah, we talked about the big ones. Cruz, Pitbull Cruz, he got a win, looked good in terms of what he could do. Salcido was basically surviving at one point, but it wasn't the fight that was supposed to happen because he was supposed to take on Fierro, which would have been a hell of a rematch. But Fierro had some migraines or something that he was dealing with apparently. But at least they found a way for them to still be able to fight at least those instead of scrapping the fights entirely. So you had that. Who else was out there? You had
Pacheco and McCumbee. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah. Diego Pacheco. Someone 168. whose name is in the mix with the top dogs. Of course, it has been here for the last couple of years. And hey, McCombie, he gave Plant a lot of problems, but that being said, Pacheco, he looks like a guy who can have the goods, and it's a matter of what's next, I guess you can say at this point.
Yeah, I think he needs to fight that next step up. He needs to fight a name, like a bigger name, and
Billy and Pacheco next. How about that?
Oh, man.
That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
No, man, I want to see Pacheco and the dude that just fought, man. Shiraz, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
two big 168 pounders.
Yeah. That's what
that would be interesting.
I need to see that action right there.
And I would like to see that one too.
Yeah, that would be some cold action right there.
I mean, you got another guy.
Pacheco was a bad boy, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way the announcers was beefing about that, but you can't listen. Anytime you got a dude that got a mullet, they got a good fade on it. You know what I'm saying? If the fade is cold on the side, you got to watch out for them boys, man. They got something with them. You know what I'm talking about? A Scooby No.
Yeah, right.
Them boys from the hollers, they got a real herky-jerky, awkward rhythm. It's a lot worse than the gypsy dudes, and they might mess around and catch you. Like,
did you talk about Jesse Bam?
Oh yeah, Bam. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, you're right. Bam Rodriguez, look good. Cafu, he tried to put up a fight, but man, that pressure right there. And I think some of the best footwork in the sport, Bam Rodriguez. His footwork is next level to me.
See, the angles and everything perfect about him, bro. He fights a perfect fight, bro, every time.
It's hard to pin him down. You can't.
We had all the pound for pound greatness. You know, we had Usyk, and then we also had Bam, yesterday. We were spoiled yesterday. Then we had an 8-division world champ coming back, to fight Mario Barrios. So, we had a lot of interesting fights yesterday, man. But
yeah, Bam, showing he's pound for pound level. If you ask me, there, Ernest, I know you had a different opinion about it.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. We're gonna have to get to it because today ain't the right day. I promise y'all, today ain't the right day because I had a puppet out on y'all and be going to work. You better have your spreadsheet ready. You better be able to give me some numbers because I promise you, a dude that just decides to go back in the corner and try to he don't want to go fight in the middle of the ring is not giving who you guys are saying the pound for pound guy real work. And what I see a lot of likeness of, I see some real parallels is with, there's this guy named Lomachenko. He did a lot of moving and stuff like that and all this and that. And then they was telling this story about how he was moving and the shit was all nice and stuff like that. But then when he got in there with an athletic dude, all that was neutralized. So we can't just go say my man is already.
Walked him down, man. He walked him down. I'm not
putting him in. There's no walking down. The dude walked himself back to the corner. All fight.
Hey, that's on him. Styles make fights. Bam can't do what he.
I'm gonna give.
He backs up. He can come at him.
I'm gonna give Bam his credit. Bam is a bad dude, man. He is. Listen, I had him KO3. I picked KO3 for that fight. And I couldn't have been more wrong because, like I said, the dude wasn't trying to engage with him in the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying? I need to see what you made out of. I need you to put that footwork on somebody who's athletic just like you are, and let's see what you made of. Not a fighter. I do not trust South African fighters. Their records be like 63-0. And you go look at the dudes they fought, and a whole bunch of dudes be like 4-84 and 12-76 with 76 losses by knockout, fam. Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe y'all yet.
Cafu was legit though in terms of he had a few good wins on his resume for sure.
Well, you could tell by how he was moving that he was skilled, but he didn't trust himself in the middle of the ring. He's like, "Oh, this boy feet better than mine.
Yep,
his feet better than mine." So I don't know. Listen, Bam is done. He earned everything he's gotten so far. I'm not taking nothing from him. But I'm saying I'm not ready to go. And I'm not. Usyk is 2 in my book. Bud Crawford hasn't listened. When we name somebody pound for pound the best, they got to stay there until they lose or retire, or until somebody does something that's extremely so much better that you can go and take them off of there and move. If somebody gets pound for like, they did the same thing with Floyd, man. They wanted Floyd off the pound for pound so bad. They started bringing up people like Chocolatito. Then they tried to make up these narratives for Lomachenko and all these other little dudes, people we never heard of before. And they tried to pass a narrative on that this person's so much better than these other people. And the truth is nobody knows these dudes.
I'd say for Bam's sake, he's marketable. He put in 10,000 last night.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh yeah,
You could put him on a flyer or whatever at a stadium, and depending where it's at, he'll sell because he was the underdog. It was the co-main event for Boots in Philly. To me, I think he's there because he could have done what Canelo did against Canelo's last fight when guys moving around, he's not doing nothing. You know what I mean? He's using his footwork to show that he's superior, cutting the ring off, backing him down, and doing all these things. If he didn't do that and kind of just coasted, I'm like, nah, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy. But to me, he's that guy. I got him up there.
Okay, I'll give y'all one little piece of leverage because I'm so confident in my talking points that I ain't worried about it. So Manny Pacquiao just fought last night. That was an official fight. It was sanctioned. It was for a world championship. Manny Pacquiao is now active again. Are you saying that Bam is a pound for pound better than Manny Pacquiao?
One thing I gotta say about Bam, bro. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. No, my stuff.
It's the resume, bro. Bam's resume. When you want to start at Quadras, Rung Vasai, taking out everybody, moving up weight. Remember he had that last minute fight against was it Quadras? It was last minute, and he had to move up. Fly. He had to move to. Yeah. So I mean, just what he's done.
25.
Yeah, bro. And then
he destroyed Rung Vasai, which I wasn't expecting.
Oh, he's already
top 5.
10 opponents, I think, already, bro. Now
the top 5. Come on now, run off the top 5 for me that are pound for pound right now. And you're telling me who are you removing from the top 5 to try to? Bud is still number 1. They gave it to him. You can't take it from him until something else happens. But Usyk's number 2. I don't even think it matters.
Bam. Bud, in a way, Bam, Usyk. I put Usyk, but see that a lot of people don't put heavyweights in pound for pound.
Is Bivol in there?
Oh, I do. No, I put it in there.
Do you have Bivol or better even
Canelo? Bivol's up there.
Like him or not, Canelo has to be in there, bro.
So you're placing Bam, and like I said, Manny Pacquiao just fought again. The first thing you said was resume, didn't you?
Well, that's a factor in there, but I don't know. You can't just throw Benny back up there because
he fought an active fight, bro. 8 division. They listed all those. He got a banner drop last night, bro.
If you go off the resume there, or if you go off the resume alone, then Pacquiao be number 1. But you can't just do it like that now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to leave that stuff out because look
need to see him.
We got Country Box and Alvaro McCall and all these guys fighting. So if Lex Lewis comes out of retirement, does Country Box one time, so he's on pound for pound, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're gonna be back to putting a whole.
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
That's what we're talking about. A whole bunch of asterisks, a whole bunch of talking points.
This is my top 5, man. I got Alexander Usyk number 1. I'm gonna put him in there because he came from cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just include him in this. Number 2, I'm gonna have Bud Crawford. Number 3, I'll have Monster Inoue. Number 4, I'll have Canelo, and number 5, I'll have Bam. That's it for me right there. And I know we got Bivol. I'll put him at 6.
What about Bivol?
I put him at
Bivol,
6.
Yeah, he deserves to be up there in the running there for sure. Yeah. I might put Bivol over Bam myself. I'll put Bivol over Bam, and the other names I'm cool with. So I'll have Bam like 6 or 7. Depends on where you want to put Better Bia because he's an interesting one as well. Certainly. I don't know. I had to look into it, but I know some other ones in my mind who are like right there. They're sticking about it. Like for instance,
y'all tripping, bro.
No.
Y'all 100% tripping, bro.
I think Haney has a good resume. He could.
So y'all leaving David Benavidez? Y'all just
No, I
got
got
motherfuckers
Benavidez
jumping.
in there as well.
Y'all just got people jumping the line.
Are we talking top 10 or top 5? Benavidez ain't top 5.
I just said
talking
top.
top 5.
I'm saying top 5.
If we're saying top 5,
so you got
Benavidez
Bam
end up
over
in there.
Canelo?
That's where
You
I
got
would
Bam
put
over
my
Canelo,
5.
fam?
That's where I put my 5 at. I can't put Bivol if it's listing in order. I can't have Canelo over Bivol. That can't happen because he already beat him. But
y'all got Bam jumping the line.
You got to look at performances.
I take Shakur Stevenson.
Look at performances.
I got
Benavidez
got to be in there. Benavidez got to be in there, bro.
Oh well, he's in the top 10 for sure.
Top 10, not top 5 though. Not top 5.
Yeah. I'm talking about
undisputed, bro. I'm talking about undisputed
so
kings
you
right
cannot
now.
jump. You cannot jump Bam over these guys that I'm mentioning. There's no logic. There's no point that you can use. We're not even doing this officially. You know what I'm saying?
Prize fighters that are great, but you can't put them in that ranking. I think I love Tank too, even though he had a bad fight, just recently. But
so how many weight classes?
He don't have the trophy, like the hardware, bro. Like,
no, we got to talk. How many weight classes for Shakur? They're talking about moving him to 140 pounds, bro. They've rushed him 26, 30, 35. They're trying to rush him to world champ. They're trying to rush him to 40 right now, bro.
Yeah,
they're not allowing.
They want to give him 147 because him and Conor Ben talked about fighting.
They're not allowing him to be great and clean up all the belts at one division because they keep rushing him because nobody could hit the dude. He was getting hit an average of like maybe one punch around. Like he had the not getting hit record so much so that everybody said he wasn't gonna do what he cleaned that boy up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, "Oh, we need him." He cleaned that man. He cleaned that boy up, boy.
I'm sure he did knock him out.
I want to see Shakur versus Bam. Not Bam, but Shakur versus Tank. Tank gonna have to take that fight.
But what I'm saying is that you can't take Bam and jump him over the line because he's he has the fan base. He hasn't earned that.
He did
not yet.
He destroyed everybody. That's tough, bro. And then he's unified, and then he's moved up. Yeah. He's done all that. Bam has done everything. He hasn't become undisputed, but he's unified, bro.
And I like Oscar Collazo. I think we mentioned him last time too. So he's round up like kind of my back end. But I told you, I Shakur, I got him up there for sure. But when I think about the 5 there. For mine, I have some of the same names. I just probably would have Bam probably more 6, 7 right now. I think I'm thinking 6. So that's in the 10, but I think they're interchangeable in some sense in terms of some of those that you mentioned there, earlier there on the back end, like Benavidez. It comes down to fight per fight, and some are interchangeable. Like if you look at like the best win, of course, what's the best win for Benavidez? What's the best win for Bam,
A lot of it's always that what have you done for me lately type stuff. Okay, Bam just had a great performance. Shakur had a great performance. What if we said it's around Dos Santos fight with Shakur? I'm a big Shakur fan, but he ran around that fight because he was hurt. So if you say you take that performance and you take somebody like Bam, who I don't know who he knocked out that time, you got to look at stuff like that.
But I blame Santos, who's supposed to be this knockout guy who didn't do anything either.
Yeah.
I think if you can come up with a reason,
I agree.
If you can come up with a reason to put Bam ahead of Canelo or Bivol, then you start making an argument for him
over Bivol.
Then you can start making an argument for him to be top 5.
But you're right though, because Bivol's undisputed, right? So you gotta put I always prioritize undisputed first, right? Because they wiped out the division, and that's the way I look at it. You're a king. Once you're undisputed, you're the fucking man. You know what I mean? And so I guess I would have to switch my pick of Jesse Bam to 6, but I believe that he is gonna be in that top 3 here in the next year or so, bro. Like.
Well, listen. Wait a minute. Hold up a second. This is the problem, bro. We can't come up with a way to pass him from Canelo and Bivol. So that's top 5. We can't find a way to get him over that hurdle to get to in the top 5. How are you already saying top 3? You got to get him past the top 5. Like I said, we still got Benavidez out there. We still got Shakur out there. Unfortunately, Devin Haney is still there. You talking about people who are undisputed champions and people who have went up and fought champions and only Bud. What Bud Crawford has did has been phenomenal. What Usyk has done is absolutely phenomenal. So them top 2 or 3 spots it ain't no room up there, bro.
Yeah, they're all. That's a good.
There's no room.
Yeah,
up there.
that's you might. Yeah, no, I totally see what you're saying. It's just that when you think about it, in a way, Bud, Usyk, they're just like 1A, 1B, 1C. It's like they're on a league of their own. Then you got everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's kind of how it is right
work.
now.
Until they retire, they got to retire or stop boxing. And then Manny Pacquiao's boxing right now. And who's going to fuck him up at 147? They ain't going to feed him to the young lions. They always getting away when it's time. Because I promise you, Bud would have.
If he didn't get cheated with Jeff Horn, or that fight should have happened. If they didn't give that belt to Horn, that was supposed to be Bud and Pac-Man.
Man, you think Earl Spence would have? Oh man, but he would have body snatched, bro.
They tried
all that hate he was getting ready to get.
Mess his eye up. That I think they
no, but you make a good points, and that's where kind of the thing with the pound for pound. That's when you can kind of there, I guess, nuances to it, questions, because, like, for instance, you can have a guy like Teofimo Lopez when he beat Lomachenko, people put him in the top 10 pound for pound, and then when he lost to Kambosos, people took him out. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, is that win over Lomachenko better than that loss to Kambosos when you know some particulars behind it? You know what I'm saying?
It has to be because they gave ESPN and all these people that are in mainstream media gave Lomachenko all the Sonic the Hedgehog rings.
Oh, yeah.
Every accolade you could possibly bestow on him. And even after he lost 2 or 3 times, they still was giving him, he's better than Ali, and he's the Matrix, and he's blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And people was whooping they was getting with him. He's only throwing 130 punches in 6 rounds. And they didn't cook him on that. And they gave him all them accolades. So if you beat the person that they giving all the accolades to, just like them Sonic the Hedgehog rings, all them bitches got to come up out you, and then somebody else's turn to collect them.
He was the bigger man when he fought Rigondeaux. They and
even Gary Russell Jr. fight. That was some funny business with that. I told y'all that the average age of Lomachenko's fights, or the age were 33 point something years old, 33 and a half was the average age of the fighters that Lomachenko fought. So he fought people as they was on their way out the door, 1 foot in the grave and 1 on banana peel. They ass was slipping fast. You feel me? That's what we call rap for y'all that didn't know that we created that.
Hey, impressive resume. He's legit. But hey, Gary Russell, he just came back. He looked good in this contest. Man, he was his speed. He's like he had a lot of
crazy.
I'm impressed.
Josh, you wasn't there, but I said something about that.
Yo,
I told y'all.
That was a good fight, bro. And I'm that's the old Gary Russell Jr. that I remember, and man, he looked fucking sharp, bro, scoring them knockdowns, bro, throughout that fight, and able to to finish his opponent. Yo, credit to the Russell family, man. They've been doing good.
And so they said 135, so I guess he's going to be competing at 135. So, hey, just think about that. Woo, potential fight.
Y'all know what that was.
Roach. I need that Roach fight.
It's a tanker Roach.
What we saw in that fight was the reasons that a lot of Latino people and Black people don't get along. Because somebody said that's what created racism right there. Man, y'all, people again. So Gary Russell Jr. is back. Are you telling me that Bam is a better resume than Gary Russell Jr.? Bro, Gary Russell Jr. was considered the fastest man in boxing for 10 years.
And then every 2 years.
He had the belt. He had the belt for over. He at one point he was the longest reigning world champion. And then the fight that they took the belt from him, he actually beat the dude with one damn hand.
Hold on, there's a caveat. There's your asterisk right there. You can't be the longest, but you fight one every 2 years. He's the Charlos type stuff.
Hey, no matter though. Hey, y'all looking at people's resumes and talking about what they did.
Yeah, it's a gap. It's dust on his resume because he didn't fight that much. I'm a fan, but he ain't fight that much.
So he got asterisks.
He got an asterisk for that. And I used to hate that stuff because he tried to fight Tank, and Tank told Mayweather to tell Gary Russell stop calling me out. I'm like, dog, that would have been a big fight in this area. So that's when I kind of lost respect.
Yeah, it would be
I was like, come on,
he's a half in here. Hey, Capital One Center.
I
Tevin
remember,
Farmer,
Kurt
remember 10 got into it at
Russell.
MGM. They didn't fight in Maryland.
DC dudes don't really back down for Baltimore dudes.
No.
It's not a thing.
It's
not a thing. It's not a thing.
And they're like, oh, DMV. Like,
Ain't no man over there. Oh,
Baltimore.
yeah. Oh, bro,
DC's
what? I go 60 miles and whoop your ass and go back home in the same night.
Get some mumble sauces and wings.
Yeah. I'm walking in your front door. I'm gonna turn the TV off. I'm gonna drink out the milk jug, and then I'm gonna walk back out. You ain't gonna do nothing, right? That's the attitude that we be seeing from these dudes. That's why Lamont Roach was on. That's why Roach is on the dude bumper.
Yeah, he wasn't phased by it, you know.
People didn't understand. Well, why is he? Shouldn't he be scared like everybody else? No.
No, they know they're all Baltimore is always down here at our events, and we have our DC guys go up there to their events. So everybody know each other. Everybody know the deal.
So when some of our cousins down there across the border, when they decide to come up here and you know what I'm saying, get a Philly cheese sandwich or
right.
Learn how to do the learn the go-go dance in DC. Y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped one way or the other.
Beat your feet. Beat the feet.
Enjoy the experience. Come on, get these hands.
Nah, that's real talk. Hey, it's one of those things, you know. They know each other. And that I was gonna say that rematch, because Tank, you have the issue he's dealing with now. So that rematch, I guess there's still a question on whether that's gonna delay that or affect it in some way, but we'll see. But man,
Roach versus Gary Russell should be a fight. That should be the fight.
I want to see
that Verizon Center or Capital One, whatever it's called. They need to do that ASAP.
All our Dominican brothers and Puerto Rican brothers and not so Cuban brothers. Listen, man, y'all can come up here and get to work too. You feel me? We're gonna get it to you. We invented hip hop. Come on and get these beats by Dre.
So Real Matias just slapped a Teofimo. I appreciate him saying it was on site when he see him for disrespecting, you know, blacks and Puerto Ricans. And when he saw him,
he did.
Yeah, he slapped the glass around his face.
We ain't playing out here. We
not
playing out here.
Well, Teofimo should fight him instead of calling out Bud.
Man, this dude is a troll, man. This dude is being allowed to go around and use racist epithets against all these different ethnicities of people, and he's still being supported by a major network. Y'all let that sink in for a second. You got Shador Sanders out here sacrificing going to ESPN Awards to go and help a community whose apartment building burned down to help uplift them and stuff like that. Everything. And then y'all out here letting the dude who y'all had fighting after every Heisman fight, y'all put him in the spotlight. Y'all gave him all the glory. He went over there and got sat down by George Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all found out what type of character and what the dude was built about. Now he out here still getting supported, and he's racist as he want to be.
Turkey say he ain't gonna pay him. Turkey say he ain't gonna deal with him.
Man, something else need to happen. We talking about no-fly zones. Everywhere.
I agree.
Everywhere, no-fly zones. We did too much here.
It is crazy. It certainly is crazy. I think I said it before that I've interviewed the female on 2 occasions. It was all good. Last time was like 2020 or 2021 or something like that. But yeah, seeing some of this stuff, especially in like with the Shakur versus the one Ukrainian fighter's fight in Teofimo, or not Shakur, but Keyshawn versus that Ukrainian fighter. And they had the way it looked, you would have thought that someone from the Ukrainian fighters team had sent like watermelons and
turns out to be Tio.
But it wasn't them. And
it was Tio.
Find out in the aftermath it's Teofimo Lopez. Like, come on, man.
Teofimo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, you know, and what's crazy about it is that, you know, we're very fair and unbiased most of the times, as much as we can to be about fighters. I was cheering for Loma. I mean, I was cheering for T.O. when he was fighting Loma, because I was like, man, yo, get him, bro. You athletic. Go and give him the work. I was cheering for the dude, man. I was like, okay, cool. We got something to get behind. And then it's like, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you tricking for the bag now, bruh. You out here tricking and turning up and trying to, doing all this, all this social media stuff. Like that's not what it is, man. You're supposed to be a fighter, a disciplined, disciplined person and a role model in your community. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be out here inciting racism and stuff like that, because that shit is serious to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious to us. Like, we not playing with y'all, man.
You saw the Garcia treatment. You saw the Ryan Garcia treatment and kind of followed suit. He got away with it. So it's like, okay, they're not gonna do nothing about it. You got Keyshawn and Shakur getting on Ryan Garcia's live where after doing all that mess. So it's what it is.
People are hurt behind them type of statements. Like, you know what I'm saying? That those are deep wounds that you're reopening, and you don't know nothing about it, man. Just take your time, respect other people's cultures, and let's do this boxing thing together. But listen, man, I promise, like, I can't, I'm not picking, I'm not siding with him on nothing.
I can't
nothing. And if somebody asks me who I'm picking this person is he's an amazing talent. He's great. He's a great boxer. He has good power. He's super athletic. But I hope that motherfucker lose, fam. That's how I hope he lose. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to bet, I'll ride with him if I think he's gonna win. But I hope that motherfucker lose.
Yeah, I fulfill you.
No, I'm with you there 100%. Yeah, that's crazy. That's craziness. So
can't keep putting money in these people's pockets that's out here doing wild stuff. Here's a reward. Here's some more extra money.
Yeah, craziness. But Skywalker, he had to dip out. We got some good fights coming up this weekend, but I'm sure we'll set up something. As a matter of fact, I know we're trying to do something Ball and Buds, right? Trying to get back on there, right?
Yeah, Omar, he put something out there for Wednesday. I got to double check. I think so.
I'm gonna see, because I might end up being available Wednesday.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all make sure you got a fresh loaf of buttered bread, because y'all got a whole lot of crow to eat. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole lot of crow to eat, y'all.
I'm still here, guys. Hey, I'm listening in, but I just have company, so it's loud here, so that's why I went backstage. But I'm here.
I figured
keep cooking. If you cover
the majority of them, of course, there's going to be some other ones that we'll have to jump in at. Lamar Lynn's, hey, let's go. Let's get it. Hey, check out Lamar Lynn's, folks, if you have it. Hey, you can go check out lamarlyns.com or go over to Instagram. Hey, we need to get him on. Hey, stylist in terms of style. Lamar Lynn, just seeing it right there. Hey, that's what's up right there.
Right now.
Look him up, Lamar Lynn. Look him up on IG. You'll see what I'm talking about. He's the man right there. The man.
Let me see something.
Lamar Lynn. And the name speak for itself. Look him up on IG, folks. Hey, he done dropped by the thing. Hey, we got to link up there. Fam. Lamar to the L.
Yeah, just follow him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. So he got two. I ain't never seen a name start off with two L's. Is that what is? Hey, I'm gonna need somebody to put some AI translation in. How do you say his last name?
Oh, Lynn. Hey, there's a meaning behind it and all that stuff. It's a meaning behind it. But yeah, Lamar Lynn's. That's how you see it.
Okay.
But I'll give you more of the background on it, you know what I'm saying, offline. But certainly, hey, folks, be sure to go check him out. Hey, that's a man making major moves.
Oh, yeah.
Got him locked in.
Oh, that's a cold fit, boy.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fresh.
Major moves being made right there. Hey, I appreciate it. Having Lamar Lynn drop by the mix right there. So, hey.
Yo, so he designed that?
Yes, designs every day. Everything you see there, designed from scratch, from thought to paper to actually stitching, everything.
Yeah, man.
From the ground up.
Hey, my guy, man, just make sure you slide. When you see Tyler Perry, if you see Tyler Perry walking directly at you, don't make eye contact with him. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Don't look him in the eye, fam. You know what I'm saying? They prey on people like you, man. You're a talented, fam. This is cold.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm feeling that Cool Runnings joint too.
Cool running.
Yeah, with the bobsled dudes, the Jamaican bobsled dudes.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, but he been on game right there. He been on game. You look at who he's fitted, you'll see. He been on game. He been doing his thing out there.
No, he looks like he's definitely tapped in.
That look like that's giving me a cross color vibes.
He tapped in for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lamar Lynch.
I need to get a matching suit from those West Side Gun shoes coming out pretty soon. We need to
talking about pigs.
Oh yeah. Oh, West Side Gun got some kicks coming out.
He got some. I think there's Sauconys coming out. They look pretty tough.
Right there. You're right with that. All right. Yeah. Hey, I rock with Benny the Butcher.
Shorty got some crochet. She got some crocheted pants on, fam.
Yes, sir. Hey, I told you he can do it all, everything from the ground up. Talking about true talent. Even Dapper Dan shouted him out because he know the deal.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yo. Hey, man, I feel like I need that Eddie Murphy joint, fam.
Hey.
Coming to America joint. I feel like I need that.
Hey, even Dapper Dan know what's up. Like I said, Dapper Dan, so that's what I said. Hey, that's the man right there. So for all those that are listening or watching, go check him out, Lamar Lynn. Hit him up on IG. Hit up his website. He ready. He ready.
Shoot, he even got the leather joints. He probably was the dude that made the Punisher's outfit. You feel me?
Hey,
those are West Side Gun shoes right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, them fresh right there. I gotta. Hey, you just put me on game right there. I gotta see what's up right there.
Steal me a pair of those jokers.
He said, yeah, man, I hand stitched Punisher's name right on the side of the leather strap that went over his eyeball. His name was right there, so you would know who it was.
Oh yes, sir.
Just don't look Tyler Perry in the eye, fam. You gotta tell him no.
And don't listen to that freestyle he had when he had that freestyle funk flex. I was like, oh, hey, yo. Jesus Christ!
Don't go get nobody's cheese.
Jeez, that is
you be like, hey, listen, I am the artist. I am not going to get nobody cheesecake. I bring all my own drinks everywhere I go, fam.
It's all happening right here. Yeah, they right here.
Yeah, don't
and be sure to go. Hey, subscribe to Lamar Lynn's on YouTube. I know some stuff is dropping. It's coming. I'm getting with it myself. Making it happen there, folks.
I'm not getting in your limousine. I got my own personal driver.
Hey, not going down like that.
But we got to give people game the best way we can, man. It's hard out here.
Sir. Yes, sir. But good stuff. But yeah, hey, we're gonna have to roll up out of here. Hey, that time is about that time right there. Some people gotta dip out of here. But we appreciate everyone being in here in the mix with us, holding it down. Be sure to go. Subscribe to everybody, and do what you got to do. Hey, we appreciate everyone who dropped through showing us love. Hey, part 2 right here, because we did a stream earlier. So, Yoruba Moreau Jr., be sure to go check him out. We've got a fight coming up. Hey, we got more to come too. So, stay tuned for this week specifically because we're going to have some more stuff jumping off as well. So, shout out to everyone. Any last words?
Sammy got the jankles.
Man, you know it's past your bedtime, cuz you could
what little Papi just said.
And we appreciate you, Clubber D, dropping in, showing some love as well.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Ball and Bud. So be sure to check it out. Be sure to follow Clubber D as well. He's on there at Clubber D. It's right at Clubber D, ain't it?
At Clubber D, YouTube.
At
come check
Clubber D. There's only one here on YouTube at Clubber D.
Got dang on right.
At Skywalker Boxing Media, of course. You already know the deal. And of course, at Papi. Is it at Papi Choon Yayo?
Yes, sir.
Heavy on the Papi.
Light on the Yayo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate everyone. So we'll catch up with y'all here shortly. So have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.